Hello, good evening students. In today we have discussed or learnt what you meant by grading and different types of gradings and necessity of grading and one of capacitance grading. So those class highlights once again I am repeating because it is very important part for the VTU examination as well as design of underground cables in power system. From previous class it is understood that from expression of dielectric stress, the electrostatic stress distribution in cable, it is not uniformly distributed. The potential gradient is also varies inversely to distance of the cable from the center. Hence, maximum potential gradient is observed at core diameter because it has less length from the center of cable. As the distance goes on increasing, the potential gradient goes on decreasing. When it reaches finally capital diameter D, it occurs at sheath diameter. At the sheath diameter, the potential gradient decreases. It is already well known. Once again, maximum potential gradient occurs at core or conductor, which is nearer from center of cable, lower distance, and higher distance outer diameter. Hence, minimum potential gradient is observed. And one more point, for safe cable, the dielectric strength insulation must be provided more than potential gradient of our estimation. It is more useful in design of underground cables. The maximum potential gradient is one of the very important property. Hence, we have to give more importance for the calculation of dielectric strength. And it is also very important if we are selecting maximum dielectric strength, higher value, the dielectric stress is only maximum at the core. It goes on decreasing. Unnecessarily, if you are taking more strong dielectric, the size of the insulation increases. The size of the insulation increases, the size of the electrical equipment increases. One of not required property. And one more important point, a breakdown, insulation breakdown will occur if the stress distribution is not uniform. So, to overcome this difficulty, the cables are to be graded. Hence, to overcome these difficulties or to make underground cable more efficient, grading is required. Grading of a cable is a process to achieve uniform electrostatic stress in dielectric of cable. So this process is achieved by making equal potential gradient throughout the dielectric layer. The dielectric layer exists from the diameter of the conductor to the diameter of sheath, that is known as dielectric insulation layer. This layer should be consist of uniform electrostatic stress. So it is achieved by two methods. Either we can use capacitance grading system, either we can use intersheath grading system. Number 1, capacitance grading system. The name itself gives we are using the techniques of capacitance. The capacitance grading system is done by using different dielectrics in different permittivities, different dielectric layers with different permittivity values between core and sheath, that is thickness of insulation. If we are not using grading system, such a cable is referred as ungraded. In ungraded cable system, only one dielectric is used, that is known as homogeneous dielectric system. In that, electrostatic forces are not uniform. So, to overcome this homogeneous system, we are using composite system. Composite system, it is achieved by the grading system. The various layers are arranged with different permittivity values. In such a manner, permittivity value of dielectric should goes on decreasing from conductor to sheath diameter. Relative permittivity of dielectric, first dielectric, which is using nearer to the core or conductor diameter, is more. Respectively, the relative permittivity of dielectric using near to sheath, it is less. It goes on decreasing. It is similar to potential gradient. Potential gradient also decreases with increase of distance. In similar fashion, the dielectric permittivity also goes on decreasing from conductor to sheath diameter, sir. You can observe the diameter. R is the radius of core or conductor. R1 is the one dielectric. R2 is another dielectric. Next, third dielectric, and capital R is the radius for internal sheath. Internal sheath. This shows here 3 layers. 3 layers of different permittivity values are used. So, nearer to R, permittivity value of dielectric is more. R2 permittivity is less, and last capital R permittivity is still less. As the potential gradient goes on varying, in similar fashion the dielectric permittivities also goes on changing. You see the actual practical view of capacitance grading. For development of some expressions, you consider diagram. You make a small correction. It should be circular. The above shown diagram are circular. You make a small correction. So, you start from very beginning. R is the radius of cable or conductor. R is the radius of core or conductor. Next, R1, it is the radius of first dielectric. R2, then second dielectric, then third layer. One layer, second layer, third layer. 3 dielectrics are used with different permittivity value. R is having, in terms of diameter, d by 2, small d. Small d is diameter of conductor. Then you see there capital D, that is the internal sheath diameter, capital D. Hence, from outside the conductor to the inside the sheath diameter, it is required insulation thickness. Insulation thickness. So, first one relative permittivity is higher, second one permittivity is lower than that, third one still lower. You understand, sir? And you see their diagram. You see the diagram variation of G max with the distance. So, first it goes on high to low for first dielectric, and second dielectric again reaches maximum and decreases. Third layer again. In this manner, practically we are using constant to to achieve the constant dielectric stress. See there, in capacitance grading technique, if some expressions are required, you can go there. Only write a short note means earlier it is enough. It is a well known fact in capacitance grading, a homogeneous dielectric system is replaced by composite dielectric system. The composite dielectric system consists different layers of dielectrics in such a manner relative permittivity varies inversely with distance from the center. Under such condition, the value of potential gradient at any point in the dielectric is constant and independent of the distance from its center. Or in other words, the dielectric stress in the cable is the same everywhere and the gradient is ideal one. In ideal grading system, what happens? It requires an infinite number of dielectrics. To achieve the constant potential gradient at any point in the thickness of insulation, we require infinite number of dielectrics in ideal grading system, but which is impossible task. But in practically, we are using 2 or 3 dielectric layers are used with different permittivity condition as shown in diagram. It is practical one. The 3 dielectrics of their outer diameter D1, D2 and D and with their relative permittivity values are shown. The 3 dielectrics are having their permittive values. Permittivity, relative permittivity 1 greater than relative permittivity 2 greater than relative permittivity 3. This higher relative permittivity value is used nearer to conductor. Lower permittivity value is used nearer to sheath diameter. So, at same stress condition, we are going to get this above expression 1 divided by permittivity, relative permittivity of 1 divided by D respective diameter, then relative permittivity by 2, then respective diameter D1 divided by 1 divided by relative permittivity of 3 respective diameter or equal. Or directly we can write this block expression relative permittivity 1 respective diameter D is equal to relative permittivity 2 respective diameter D1 is equal to relative permittivity 3 with respective diameter D2. It is well known fact the potential difference across the inner layer is, you know, the obtaining of expression for one similar process continues for V2 and V3. So, for earlier derivation potential difference of V1, potential gradient G dx with integration limit where it lies inner layer small d by 2 to d1 by 2, first layer potential difference. You are knowing the potential gradient value. You substitute that value Q divided by 2 phi absolute permittivity, relative permittivity is taken now 1, x is your variable distance dx. For this you are getting the value V1 equal to Q divided by 2 pi absolute permittivity, relative permittivity, that is first log E d to d1. We have taken the first layer d to d1, higher value d1 by d you remember one expression, same expression is continuous for second. And one more fact, this Q divided by 2 phi absolute permittivity and relative permeability as shown in the block diagram, it should be equal to Gmax into D by 2. You replace this value, hence V1 becomes Gmax by 2 D log E base D1 by D. This is the final expression. Once again remember, V1 equal to Gmax by 2 small d log base 2E D1 by D. What is the division? That is first small d. You remember. In similar, we have to write expression for V2 and V3. In same fashion, sir, we have to develop voltage V2 and voltage V3 for second dielectric and third dielectric. So it becomes Gmax by 2 D1 log E D2 by D1 respectively V3. Gmax by 2 D2 log E by capital D by D2. Sir, total potential difference between core and sheath, it is given by capital V. Let us consider capital V. So total potential difference equal to sum of these V1 plus V2 plus V3. So we are going to get as this expression Gmax divided by 2 under common factors. This happens with composite dielectrics. If the cable is not composite dielectrics, it may be consist one homogeneous dielectric, then same values of conductor diameter, sheath diameter. What is the voltage? V dash. V dash equal to Gmax by 2 D log E D by D. Once again, this happens with homogeneous medium, but above expression becomes non-homogeneous, that is composite dielectrics. That above expression with grading, below expression without grading. Sir, obviously V is greater than V dash. Hence, for a given dimensions of the cable, a graded cable can be worked for greater potential than non-graded cable. It is proved V is greater than V dash. V is potential with graded condition. V dash is potential with non-graded condition. Hence, we have to go for grading system. Alternatively, for same potential, size of the graded cable will be also less than non-graded cable. By making the grading process, size of the conductor also reduces. Another important factor. One important considerations we have to consider here. As permissible values of maximum potential gradient are in peak values, therefore all voltages in above expressions should be taken in peak values and not in RMS values. Please consider this. If the maximum stress in three dielectrics is not same, then we have to use the following expression. That means dielectric 1 G1 max, dielectric 2 G2 max, dielectric 3 G3 max in above expression. Getting the idea? G1 max, G2 max, G3 max are different. It may be useful in derivation. So I kindly request all of you, make the preparation for the V2 examination, and it is more important in design of underground cable which are used in modern power systems. Remember, sir. Thank you to one and all.